on the back that I rapped. She laughed me out of the building. Yeah, she thought I was going to rap about car insurance or something when she saw me dressed in this. But I've got quite a serious song. It's based on a true story and it's dedicated to a good family friend. So hope you enjoy it. It's just the one, and then we can all get home and have a good nap. Yeah. So David takes a stroll down the street with a roll of receipts and a bag with some tea, tin soup and sardines in. Another poor man speaks for an evening. Home is where he's eager to reach because he's freezing. He slips in the front door. He's wishing for some warmth, it doesn't meet him. The sun falls and the man's alone. His hands are cold as he tries to shave with an old razor on a tired face covered with stubble. His hands are numb. David stumbles to the cupboard and discovered there is nothing but crumbs. His stomach grumbles now, feels the world crumble down and wonders how he lost it all. His mum died in a hospital, left his occupation so she got support around while she was weak. Prayed she wouldn't fade away and paid a daily visit just to make a day. And afterwards made his way to town to hand out CVs for a later date. 3 years on, David's claiming on the JSA, he sees it as his greatest shame, because he knows the media perceive him as a greedy fucker. Without a doubt, think he's bound to be lounging around, scrounging for thousands of pounds out and about, living in lavish abundance, but it's more like down and out, in Paris and London to embarrass the function. Then I realise his plight as a diabetes sufferer. It's not quite as easy trying to see the other side of life within the gutter. When you run, hide and head for cover or fight for your bread and butter, David's not alone, there's people frightened in every borough. Without phones, heating, lighting or any comfort, just existing in the system as a number which the government would listen but it doesn't. David's tired, he's got the sorest eyelids, he tries to have a sleep. And mid-slumber he begun having a maddest dream full of gore and violence. He wakes himself with a savage scream. The scene had horrified him and reminded David of the time he fought in Northern Ireland. Now he's awfully frightened, no electricity so he can't put on the lighting, but he gets up, gets dressed, closes the door behind him, headed down to the cash machine. He sees the sun is also rising, reaches into his tattered jeans, Visa in the ATM, clicks the screen balance and then takes a breath. Where's his JSA payment then? Is it late again? How's he going to pay the rent with £3.44? How's he going to pay the bills? It made him feel nervous, legs feel like they're made of lead. He don't deserve to feel worthless, trying to navigate this maze of dread without a purpose or an A to Z. David remakes his steps, climbs to his floor, arrives at his door. His heart is beating fast, the mouth is dry and it's sore. His thoughts are frantic, everywhere and broken as he clambers over envelopes. He's been too scared to open, mental state is barely coping, losing focus. Pressure clamping on his chest, he hits the carpet in a drooping motion, in and out of consciousness. He needs some cold insulin to be injected into him, otherwise he's finished soon. Vision is diminishing, his brain began to fade. Ironically, David lay dying in his living room. That's where she found him. His little sister paid a visit soon after he died. A few days later, his face placed in a newspaper. Ex-soldier killed by benefit cuts. Penniless and alone, we can't feel anything but empathy and morose. This is delicate stuff. If we don't tell them it's enough, then they'll always be suffering. Thank you.